All right. Shalom, shalom. Now, of course, as always, before I continue on with this lesson, I'd like to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Chakodash, giving double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations to what you hopeful let is been sincerely pushing the truth. Now, I'm the brother Zakaria, coming at you from the GMS Campbell in the church. And as you can see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, that the whole world annually called God and Jesus Christ. For those who don't know, again, I'm back at it with another lesson. Now, today's lesson, we're going to be going over being a good example and also health. Now, what made me come to this conclusion, what inspired me to do this lesson, a couple of days ago, Apostle Gabar came out with a video, and it was a video of him being on a walk treadmill, like a walking pad / treadmill, I believe. I could be wrong if I'm mispronouncing it. But if you fast forward earlier that day, you had a group of guys coming out with another video talking about, come through and get your Philly cheesesteaks. All right. And these guys who are saying, come through and get your Philly cheesesteaks. I know I ain't trying to be everywhere. Just catch me right quick. These are the same people who's always scarfing or have some type of alt against. You guys know what's up, man. A lot of these guys out here, they don't like GMS, right, Great Millstone. They don't like our apostles and elders of Great Millstone all the way on down. So we have our apostles doing videos, just giving us advice on health and teaching us sound doctrine and everything, like that. Man, we have the best leadership ever. I don't care what nobody say, and we believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that our apostles and elders was set up, all right, because they're great leaders. I don't know how to go about that, but this 1 Timothy 5 and verse 1, it says, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. All right. The elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters, with all purity. Now I'm bringing this out, not so to pinpoint on rebuking not an elder. Now that's very important too. Don't be doing that, But the main focus here is, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. So when I came up under my apostles and elders of Great Millstone all the way on down, especially down here in Atlanta, man, it was nothing but, love. It was nothing but open arms. It was nothing. It was like it was raining down good advice, fresh out the world, raining down good advice, being around great examples who's been in this faith up under, our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And that's why hopefully we get that giving double honors scripture as well. Cause I just want to bring out the fact that you have bad examples out here and you have good examples. Don't get caught up with these guys and their antics and their scarfing games and whatever they got going on online. Even though, unfortunately, it's fortunate and unfortunate, but you have a lot of people who follow these guys. All right, cool. It's whatever. But we always had great men, okay? My apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all the way on down, who's always been great leaders, great examples. And I never heard nobody say, come through and get all the Philly cheesesteaks you can grab. It was always, hey, you got to do this. Hey, you got to do that. Hey, do it like this, brother. Hey, how about this? Put it down and let me show you how to do it like this. You get what I'm saying? You coming fresh from the world, it's like you don't got nowhere else to go to. But hey, we have great examples around us, bro. Open arms. Now, I want to drop this. And me saying open arms, I ain't saying be open armed to the damn world, man. Nah, to hell with this place. Cast not the pearls amongst the swine. You still have to have a level of how can I say it? Man, just hold your wits together. You know, this truth is sacred. You get what I'm saying? It's a treasure. All right. Let me see if I can find this. Is any man? This 1 Timothy 5:17, it says, let the elders that rule, all right, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor. Now, I'm bringing this particular scripture down because we're not just giving double honors for man pleasing. We're giving double honors because these are great men who were set up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, all right, who taught us this truth and sound doctrine. So, and that's another thing too. These guys, they want these titles. They want these big titles out here. They want to call themselves this, that, and the third. They're just envious because they even see through the spirit power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai that our apostles and elders of Great Millstone has been set up. And you can't make these things up. All right. So yeah, we give double honors. Why you think most epistles, brothers start up by saying, you know, I want to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Hey, I believe I did it earlier this video. Okay, so we give double honor. It says, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. Now, peep, this ain't no plural going on. Ain't nothing plural around here. It says in the word, singular, and doctrine. Again, there's a reason why we give double honors, because our apostles and elders of Great Millstone has been laboring in the same word and the same doctrine of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And we all do too. Okay? Well, the scripture says there's no schisms in the body. We are many we are many members, but we are of one body, one mind, okay? One heart, one consent. So you guys get what I'm getting at here. We love being around great examples, but we don't love being around bad examples. All right? These guys going online, always scarfing, always trying to, you know, persuade people to give them money for self-glory or woman. They use the scriptures to deceive people. But our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all the way on down, we don't do stuff like that. Just truthfully be told. And there's a price that come with that. Okay? And you being a good example, you know, is very, very important because, see, imagine if, let's just say, if I went somewhere else, I'm going to use myself as an example. Nah, forget that. I'm going to use a little boy or something. He get around the wrong crowd too damn much, and then he become that crowd. You know, you are what you eat. You are who you hang around. So I'm blessed to be around brothers. I'm very, very, it's an honor and it's a blessing to be upon a great man, great examples, and to be better in this walk of ours. All right. So let me get this. Oh, and another thing, our apostles never push, you know, hey, you guys can eat whatever you want to eat. You guys can eat all the Philly cheese steaks and you know, okay. But what do they push? You know, they push, you know, the apothecaries. They push, you know, being in good health. They push working out. Of course, the scriptures first and foremost, but this ties to the scriptures. All right. You want me, hey, truth be told, but a lot of guys out here, they not pushing these type of things in the spirit of power Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They're just not. So I put in the internet right here. Good health means what? Here go the overview. It says good health means a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Now, if you take these three factors I just mentioned and put them in the truth, have a spiritual eye with it, man, you'll be a cold dude. Okay? Who don't want to be in well-being in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, have a good, you know, social well-being? Hey, you have a good social well-being. That means you could be better as far as dealing with other people. Being all things to all men. It says mental. You could be more considerable, more merciful, and understanding to other people. All right. It says complete physical. Scripture says what? Bodily exercise profiteth a little, but it's still good. That little can go a long way. Okay. So take care of yourself, and that's what our apostles and elders at Millstone has always been pushing. And I know specifically ever since I've been woken up to this truth, that's all I've been hearing. So don't let these guys out here fool you. It says, rather than just the simple absence of disease or sickness. And at the end of the day, it slows all these different factors down. Okay? The Lord just didn't create us and left us with nothing. No, we have resources, we have tools, but only through him you can really get into it. And why am I saying it like this? Because you have people out there who don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They might be heavily into the herbs and this, that, and the third, and they're still sick. They still messed up in the head. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be perfect, but I'm going to say this. We will be as soon as we be changing the twinkling of an eye. But take care of yourself until the very end, man. Okay, and believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and keep repenting. It said it allows a person to function well, handle daily stress, and enjoy an active, fulfilling life. Man, look, enjoy your life, okay? You wasn't created just to be miserable. Oh, no, man, okay? You wasn't created just to have your head down 24/7, man. If you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, read Psalms 3:3. And the Lord, he says, hey, he talks about the apothecary. He talks about being a physician. So we know these things. So now, man, I ain't trying to be everywhere. Let's see. I went to, yep. Let me get 1 Timothy 4:12. I think I just saw it. Well, bet. I just quoted this. This 1 Timothy 4:8. For bodily exercise profiteth, little, but godliness is profitable unto all things. So yeah, man, go ahead and get your profit. Put in that work, okay? Because what you put in is what you're gonna get out, and what you get out of it, it's still good. It's still profitable until you, man. It says having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. Because at the end of the day, we still gonna be better than what we are now. But do that mean you just stop doing what you got to do to get healthy? Do that mean just put the plow down or stop seeking godliness and righteousness and things as such? Nah, man. Okay, you got to keep going, man. Let's read the NLT. It says physical training is good, yeah, but training is godliness is much better, yeah, because you want to profit. Again, that's why I brought this out, being social well-being, complete physical, mental. Yeah, that was it right there. But you just want to be in overall good health. All right. Having a good, sound heart. It is profitable unto all things have a promise of the life that is now is and of that which is to come. Going back to the NLT, physical training is good, but training is godliness is much better, because the spiritual things is what's going to make you prevail, so to speak. Think about it. Everybody's always worried about the outward appearance on how they look. But just because you're tall and you look strong, that don't necessarily mean you will be delivered. Where's your godly works? Do you believe? Where's the charity? This, that, and the third. Let's continue on verse 8. It says, promising benefits in this life and in the next life to come. So yeah, man. Okay. You can still benefit from these things, man. Go ahead, get your mobility training on. Go ahead and get your colloidal silvers and plant your mullein. Okay? Get into the bitters. These are all good for you. Build up your apothecary. All right? So now, let me get this 3 John right quick. I think I had something. Hold on, man. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Give me 1 sec. I probably wrote the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. Oh no, this is right. This I wrote the wrong thing on my notes, but this is right. This is 3 John chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper." So yeah, prosper. You have brothers praying for you right now. I will pray for you. Okay, you know brothers pray for each other every day. This what's going on right now, man. We still praying for each other today. It says, "May us prosper and be in good health." Man, you know how many times you can tell when a brother is in good health or when he needs something. It kind of reminds me of a video Kasha Quala did too. What that video called, man? It's something about look at a brother's countenance or something like that. But yeah, you can actually look at another brother and tell if he's switching up his diet or if he's going through stuff. Yeah, because it actually shows. Okay, so be in good health because it actually shows. It says, "Even as thy soul prospereth, for I rejoiceth greatly." So yeah, all right, if you winning, I'm winning, man. But man, when let's see who I know that brother Thamayim, right? Man, shout out to that brother, but you can tell he's getting it on as far as health. And hey, when he told me the news and I saw it, I rejoiced with that brother. So it's a good feeling. It says, "When the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth." And at the end of the day, we're in this truth and also getting healthy together. Look, man, this plus this equals greatness. Because at the end of the day, our apostles and elders are great millstone all the way on down. And it's written in the scriptures as well. On always staying on top of your health, being in good health, and also being in sound doctrine. You put both of these things together, man, it's just greatness that comes out of it, man. Okay? You don't want to be like, you don't want to be like Jake, right? These NFL players, basketball players, yeah, they can jump high and all that. But then they be complete niggas, okay? Man, any of these guys try to give you advice on how to be spiritual, they can't. They try to, tell you about the MOTB. They try to tell you a little about the mark of the beast. All right, the NATO EU, you name it, or certain histories. They probably wouldn't even give it to you. But they'll show you how to make bread though. They'll show you how to make money. They'll train with you, show you how to shoot they'll talk about your jump shot. You get it. All right. So it says, "I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth." Because at the end of the day, we are enjoying each other literally because we're in the truth. All right. So let me drop this right quick. Let me get that Sirach 30 and 14. Sirach 30, 14. This is Sirach 40. Sirach 30 and 14. And it reads, "Better is the poor, being sound and strong of constitution, than a rich man that is afflicted in his body." So it don't matter how much money you have. Hey, look at Donald Trump, man. All right. It's looking like his TV is about to be unplugged. There was a video. He was walking. It looked like something was in his pants or something, like in his back area, like a box. And you could tell that his body is like breaking down on him. All that money. You the king of. Come on, man. Come on, Pharaoh. This man had millions of people looking at him, voting for him. Okay, he's in the Stein files. If you guys catch my drift on that. But you can tell he's miserable. Look at his body. All right, so be in good health, man. And this is for me too. first and foremost. It says health and good estate of body are above all gold. Hell yeah. You can't even enjoy the gold if you're in bad health. Okay? I'd rather have the health than the gold. Okay? That's how important being in strong, good health means, man. Because the goal will always be there. But if you afflicting your body, if you like overeating, over drinking, doing this, doing that, man, these things can catch up to you, man. That goal gonna outlive your ass. Okay? It says health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. You can have, you can have all this money, but if you have a fragile body, man, that is horrible. And that's why the Lord has given us great examples, our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to consistently get on us about our health, consistently get on us about taking bitter herbs, consistently get on us about doing this, that, and a third. And you guys know the spiritual stuff come too. Yeah, pray every day. Yeah, okay. But I was just trying to hone in on those aspects. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. So come on, man. It says it right there. People roll in their grave sick, and then their money's just sitting there and get taken by Mr. You know who, or it gets transferred. I don't know everybody, But it says, verse 17, death is better than bitter life. Come on now. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. And don't ever forget, the Lord, he swallows up death. With Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there is no death, okay? And when Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there is no continual sickness. I just wanted to throw in that because, well, he deserved it, and we all know he can heal anything, and he had the victory over death. It's already proven, okay? So, yeah, man, be in good health. I'm not trying to be long-winded. I said I wasn't going to try to be long-winded, but let me get this. Man, I didn't even bring this out. It's just a word. It's health. It says wholeness, a being whole, sound or well, excuse me. So yeah, strive to be whole. Continue to be sound and well to the best of your ability. Because remember, we're being attacked on all sides. We're being attacked on a spiritual vibration, physical vibration, So be in good health, man. We will look, we will always be like this until the Lord come back at the end of the day. We're not really whole, okay? We're going to be changed. And some people will experience being whole on this side. Matter of fact, many people, even though it's still a few number, but there's going to be healings. There's going to be brothers who are going to be made whole. There's going to be brothers who are going to be uninjured. There's going to be brothers of good omen. There's going to be brothers who you saw that was injured, and then they're not going to be injured no more. They're going to, brother hopping up in the air or disappearing, teleporting right in front of your eyes. These times are coming, and that's another topic because it's already written. But, hopefully that was edifying. I'm going to close this lesson up by giving all honor and glory and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations. So as you hopeful elect, that's been sincerely pushing the truth. Until next lesson, shalom.